What up, animal fans? What's going on? This is your boy alexlexus coming at you with another exciting installment of the NMO Mugen Arcade TV show. And today I come at you with a couple series of topics. Now, it's not all negative as past episodes, but I'm actually in a good mood because there are a couple things that I've seen coming on the horizon that I'm really excited for. I can't wait to get my hands on it. So let's delve right into it. Also, some announcements. I am reinitiating the Skype NMO channel. So those of you who want to actually participate in the podcast, get in touch with me via PM or on the NMO Facebook so I can take your names and we can add each other so I can schedule a couple of people in and out. So I have to limit it to about 3 guests per podcast. So if I don't pick you right away, don't be offended or anything. But it's just, to keep the crowd control in order. So I'll do it by whoever came in line first, and we'll just work it that way. Okay, guys? All right. First topic. Most of you know that DLC controversy has been running rampant, but I will give CyberConnect this. I give them props for how they're addressing the Asura's Wrath DLC. Now, those of you who haven't participated in getting Asura's Wrath, I hope now with the post-launch support, you guys will jump into it because there are 2 extra episodes. They're not full-on episodes. They're mainly like anime that was developed by Studio C. Those responsible for some of the Street Fighter anime. And it just adds the button time sequence to it. It's no gameplay at all, especially for the DLC that I played today, episode 11.5. It just shows what happens after Asura fights August on the moon. And I mean, I was a bit let down, but at least it's being supported and it's not on the disc. So, I mean, when I downloaded it, it was a hefty download. It was 1.08 gig of content you had to download into your 360. So, that CyberConnect under Capcom, they did a good job with that. So, you get 2 of those episodes that it's going to be spread out over, like, I guess next week is going to be another download, and then thereafter. Now, continuing on the Asura's Wrath post-launch DLC, we got Akuma, Evil Ryu, and Ryu as DLC for the game. Now, I already put the trailer up on the prior video. I just want to know what you guys think about it. I'm really excited because Asura looks like he would fit in the Street Fighter world like beautifully, and considering that when I looked at the trailer, it was just like, god damn, the guy looks at home on the fighting game plane, so maybe that could be content for, or a concept like making an Asura's Wrath fighting game franchise. I mean, you got a bunch of characters, you have the 7 deities, you have Asura. I mean, you can definitely work something with that. So that's something I'm hoping Capcom would visit at some point in the future, or we'll see. I mean, for the most part, I think also the pricing of that DLC, it's not bad considering it's not on the disc. So I'm more than willing to pay for post-launch stuff, as long as it was taking its time to be prepared up at the top and handed off to us. It doesn't seem too expensive. I know for the 2 episodes, they're $160 a piece, like about $2. And then for the Street Fighter DLC, Goki, Evil Ryu, and Ryu, I saw the most was about $540 for DLC. So it's not bad. I think they did handle that really well. And I will definitely be supporting that for Asura's Wrath. So, animal fans, whether you're a fan or you're on the fence about it, hopefully this will be the incentive to check out that game. It's different, and being that they're adding a fighting game mechanism to it, that's I'm looking forward to it. So we'll see when it's released. Next topic, DOA5 premium demo. I was lucky enough to get the premium demo alpha with all 4 characters that are available. You get to play as Hayabusa, Hayate, Hitomi, and Ayane. And for the most part, with the way that the game is shaping up, I hope they don't stray too far from what we're playing right now. Because it's good. It's good. It feels like they return to more like a DOA2 and DOA3 feel. Because, you know, with the counters in DOA4, Itatagi, he separated the middle counter by pressing forward and free, so that, you know, people weren't hitting back all the time, and it just turns into like Fight Night Round 3 or something where people just going for counters all day. But for the most part, I'm hoping. We'll see, because that's the first thing I noticed, that the counters are all back inputs. So that might bring back some old problems. But then again, if they can find a way to make it that it's not too abused, then we should be good to go. Overall, the game still feels like a DOA game, which is good. They didn't stray too far from it. I like the additions where with the power moves, which if you hit your opponent into certain stage hazards, it'll trigger a couple of things. Like the only stage that comes in the demo, if you hit any of the characters into the generator, everything starts going haywire. You see like steel beams swinging all over the place, the cones falling. The attention to detail is magnificent. I cannot wait to see this game in its full glory. Plus with the Virtual Fighter characters in there, I think Team Ninja and Tecmo, they're onto something really good with this. Because considering how, for me, I like the DOA pacing better and for 3D fighters. You know, like true 3D fighters, like, you know, you can move and sidestep, things of that nature. So I'm definitely hyped for this. I've been a DOA fan since DOA2 on the Dreamcast, so I don't think they can do any wrong if they don't stray too much. I like the addition of the power moves. I like the addition of how the stages are being handled, and the transition where, you know, on that level with the elevator, where you knock them into the steel beams, and, you know, they're clutching on for dear life, and depending on the button you hit will determine what type of attack that the attacking character will initiate. So if you hit the throw button, Hayabusa will do his Azuna drop from the top level all the way down. Or if you hit a punch button, he'll do his fireball and he'll shoot a fireball down. So that's pretty cool. Also, what I noticed with the DOA5 demo, you got now their stats. So we don't know how that's gonna greatly affect the game, but it's natural to assume that, you know, now certain people will be able to do certain things based on speeds, based on counter, and things of that nature. So Tecmo, you know, to call it an alpha is kind of, you know, demeaning it. That game, that demo is really solid. I like it a lot. So I look forward to that. DOA fans, let me know what you think. Leave comments below. As soon as that game comes out, I already pre-ordered it, so, you know, I'll be doing that midnight release over at the Watchong GameStop in Blue Star here on Route 22. All right, so moving on. I was in a good mood up until I saw something on Event Hubs today, and it's just, when Capcom does good, you hear I give them dap, just like what they're doing for Asura's Wrath, right? So just to let you know, it's not that it's all butthurt and being hateful towards the company, but once again, Sevenson, how the fuck do you pronounce his name? It's Svensson or whatever. Anyway, there will be no local co-op for not Super Street Fighter, Street Fighter Cross Tekken for the PC. So at least they gave you a heads up. that's the only thing I could credit them for doing right this time. However, still, Why is the PS3 the only version that has local online co-op? I smell bullshit here. But now, when the Vita version comes out, I mean, you can't have multiple people on one system, of course, but it would be an ultimate slap in the face where somebody can use the Vita version with the PS3 version and link up and do co-op with like that. That will completely confirm my suspicion that there's something going on between Capcom and Sony. But let me know what you guys think. I mean, the lack of local co-op for the PC, and the PC should be more free. You should be able to do a lot more with the PC environment as opposed to the console. So why the hell does that not have it? The PS3, the only version with the co-op. But anyway, any topics that you want me to cover, NMO fans, send me a PM. Make sure you subscribe to our show. It lets us know that we're doing the right thing and we're bringing, the right topics to you. So if I'm not doing my job, let me know via PM and I'll make sure I do a better job as an NMO host. So that's all I got for you. I'll be doing an episode where I'm actually playing the DOA alpha demo. I give you my in-depth 2 cents about the game. Where certain moves that used to have hit stun don't have it anymore, things like that, different frames and what have you. So we'll get into all of that. So this is alexlexus coming at you with pretty much the March wrap up. So I'll see you on the next show of NMO, and make sure, if you definitely want to get involved with giving your opinion, hit me up on Facebook or hit me up on YouTube, and I'll take your email, your names, and then I'll contact you and we'll start our podcast. So the topic for that one is going to be, Capcom's nonsense and, Street Fighter Cross Tekken mechanics, glitches, things of that nature, and how Capcom can do better. So that's pretty much all I got for you. I'll see you next time on the NMO Mugen Arcade Show. To Anomaly, Shinwar, On Your Knees, Project Justice, and the rest of the NMO staff, plus our new member who I will be formally introducing on a local show when I have everybody in one place. You'll be meeting him very soon. He's a very good guy, known him for a long time. So I know you're out there watching. You know who you are. I'll see you next time on the show. Peace.